I was telling somebody yesterday, I was like, look, if you want to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, whatever the goal is, consistency is number one, and discipline is number two. Like, I mean, it's like, really, it's number one and number one, really. Yeah. But if you have those two things, whatever your goal is, you're going to get to it. You just have to not stop.
Bro, what's up?
What's up, my man?
What's up, play? Dude, today's gonna be fucking wild. We're gonna get some comments today. This episode, we're gonna definitely get some. Look at that shit.
What in the world?
Yeah, let's start with that one.
Thank you, Moss. That's in the hood of all shit again.
Let's just
Lyft after one of her drivers denied her a ride because she said she wouldn't fit in his car.
yeah.
So, so the car was like a Nissan Leaf or something like that. It wasn't like it was like a Yukon. Look, that's the car. Okay?
What did she attempt to get in, or he just didn't want to let her get in?
Well, no, I guess he went. So what it sounds like is he went there to pick her up and was like, we can't. Even if I put my...
You should have called Uber X. Is that what you say?
Or minivan. Uber minivan. Is there an Uber minivan? I mean, it's just like, it's ridiculous, bro. It's almost like it's...
Lyft or the dude? I mean,
She's trying to sue both. I don't know. She's trying to sue both?
this track profile should say, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just, but it's just not, it's not.
I need an extra wide or whatever.
Well, bro, when you if she went to get like on a Delta flight, right? Wouldn't she have to buy two seats?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So, look, the guy's like, the poor guy's like, ma'am, there's no way to make this happen.
I mean, I would at least try to put her in there, though, just out of respect.
Dude, it's comments,
You
though.
don't fit.
The comments are the best. Look at the comment.
Lift, not forklift. That's the first thing popped in my head, but I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to have him say it.
Comment. Right. I knew it.
Gonna say, but that's the first thing that
people.
popped
Like,
but
no.
in my head.
Look, she wants to stand for everything except a strict diet.
People are so cruel. And the thing is, him like,
Look, this says, why is the lawyer smiling like that? This, hey, look, this is the biggest case yet. No pun intended. Oh my God. Bro, the people are brutal.
Yeah.
People are fucking brutal.
if you need,
Look.
Look at she posted.
so she tried to get that money.
Oh, yeah.
So she basically called Lyft knowing and then she probably saw a little,
Your driver will be there in 5 minutes in a Nissan Leaf to pick you up.
she thought that out. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was planned. It was planned. So, yeah, don't...
Before I go call, let me make this twerking video.
Bro, I hope to God the judge is a good judge and throws this motherfucker out because what is the rate of obesity in this country now? 90%? Crazy, right? Something stupid. So if she gets away with this, bro, people are gonna have to stop lifting and Ubering.
What's the loss? How much money is it?
Yeah.
We give you free rides, but only if you can fit in the.
Right. If you could fit in this bitch.
Well, yeah, she needs a pickup truck, man. Like, come on now. And why are you wearing pants like that? Why are you wearing yoga pants? Like, you're just trying not to hide anything at that time. Wow. And she's a rapper? Yeah. Dank DeMoss. That's a terrible name. That's a terrible name. All right, let's see what else we got.
I was just about to say we done gave her too much.
Yeah. That's all the airtime she gets. Oh, this one, Tony. Okay, we're gonna do this one first. All right. Yeah. So apparently this woman dances on top of retarded people's heads.
So is she straddling in a bathtub?
The dude is in the bathtub. He's a disabled guy, so he doesn't know. And look, she's just like she's putting her shit on us, and then she's feeding them pills.
That's a different one. That's
Oh yeah, she doesn't.
Oh, no, she's calm.
Yeah,
Look, yeah, she's calm.
These motherfuckers don't know what's going on. Now, you know what's really crazy though? When I saw this, what came right to my mind was that if this was a dude doing that to women,
What?
bro, it would be on every fucking station on planet Earth right now. You know what I mean? But I didn't even see it. Like Richard,
I can't even fathom the outcome.
yeah, because it's funny, right? Because that's how it is. Like, but Richard was the one that showed me that. Like, I mean, it wasn't like it was on the news. You know what I mean?
I be twerking for them old.
But I mean, like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's crazy. And then, all right, let's go to the dude with that one.
What is this?
It's a woman that's competing in men's classic
Wait, but you came up there with no shirt on?
with titties, just titties, and like pasties on. What are you doing? What's happening here?
Oh hell.
So she's okay. So she's transitioning to be a man. Is that right?
Yeah, so that's what it is. They initially thought it was a
Dude.
woman, biologically, on stage, transitioning to a man.
Uh-huh.
But then later on,
It's
looks
actually
like
a woman.
it's actually
A man transitioning to
transitioning into a woman.
Woman.
That's a man transitioning into a
his
Yeah.
that's gyno, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's gyno.
Yeah, so you got to give credit to Ron Harris. You know Ron.
Yeah.
He's like it's actually a biological male transitioning into a female.
The first,
All right,
the
cool.
first time they put it out there, it was backwards.
Well,
That's what
see,
people
they
start
won't
losing
allow her
their
to
mind.
compete against women. Him, her.
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it gets dicey.
Well, then that's legit. It's just disturbing to us because
'Cause
it's
it's
the
just-
first time we've seen it.
Yeah.
We're okay now, though.
Yeah.
We're okay.
So that's good. Good for her. Or him.
Because I was like, that
Is it
does
him or
look
her?
like a dude.
Good for him. Him. Good for them. Good for them. All right.
Them.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is good for
Okay. All I can say is Generation Y and Z.
bro off the chain. All right, what else you got? You got some more for that? You got to have some Trump shit in there for sure because people have to hate on him for a little bit.
But you know all that Trump stuff.
I know the Trump stuff is great though, man. You know what's so crazy about Trump is, that motherfucker doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care what people are saying, man, and it's just like
He's had 4 years to really,
get ready,
dial it in.
dial it in, yeah.
And he's, you know what I'm saying? He's doing what he said he was going to do. The thing is, I see it's like almost like ripping the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah.
going to be better. You know what I'm saying? But it's gotta suck for a minute.
Yeah.
It was just that jacked up. You can't white coat the stuff that's been going on.
That's
It's
right.
got to
You
be
can't just, like-
ripped out and rebuilt.
I saw something this morning.
Wow. Well, I mean, think about it. A lot of people they're not producing. You're just consuming
Just consuming, yeah.
or holding positions and
Yeah.
whatnot. So
I
this
saw-
is the age of creators. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like NPCs. Hey, this ain't your time right now. This is time for creators.
Yo, Rich, I'm gonna send you something real quick. I saw this shit. This is hilarious. So he was having a meeting with the people in California about the fires and shit, right? And they keep asking for aid, right? And he's like, I'll just let you listen to it. It's funny. It's really fucking hilarious. I was like, I mean, how do you fucking? You can't deny that shit. Like it's.
disaster relief
Look at
items which will prevent it from happening again. So you're
sound
going to
low?
see us proposing
Can they hear that?
both of those.
like water.
Sound on.
Little things like water. You know, the party of common sense. See, we're the party of common sense. You're not, in all fairness. Yes, sir.
What about the midair crash? I saw a video this morning.
Wild, man.
I saw
That's
a video
sad.
this morning, like a plane taking off, and the helicopter just. I mean,
Right.
it wasn't even. He didn't like who.
Yeah, it was like right into it.
Like literally.
And let me
went
tell
right
you
into
something
it.
about those Black Hawks. Okay, I've been on Black Hawks. Those things have so much. They turn better than my fucking car does.
I bet.
Like,
Y'all about to say, doesn't it have its own avoidance system?
bro, it's got every kind of system. That helicopter is like a fortress. Like, it's got a lot of maneuver. Like, the pilots of that helicopter are so trained for. I mean,
But they said it was another helicopter on the same, but almost did the same thing a few hours before it actually
man,
happened.
it's weird.
So we missed that one. We'll get the next one. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like this.
Weird. But how do you? The whole thing is weird, man. It's an American Airlines flight. I'm not going to get in conspiracy.
Well, with
shit,
the
man.
Russian people on there too.
Yeah.
I mean, but what else you gonna do? What else you gonna think? So either they're gonna tell us exactly what happened, or we're gonna assume from what the little information that we have.
They said they recovered this morning. They were saying they recovered the
black box.
Yeah, and the recording, the cockpit recording.
Okay.
They recovered both of them now. They might take it in and say, "Oh yeah, we couldn't pull it. It was too damaged. We couldn't decipher anything."
Well, just my prayers go out to the family and my condolences. Really, just sad because we didn't even make it to the first month of January.
Crazy, man.
For crazy madness.
It's sad when innocent people that have nothing to do with nothing end up being collateral damage.
Right. And then we got I guess we just going over all the internet stuff and news. The ice raids.
Oh yeah,
Everybody's
the ice
bitching
raids
and
are off the
complaining about
chain.
that.
I mean, they started pulling stuff out like right off the rip, man. They were like, we're not gonna pull any punches. I mean, we're gonna go after everybody. Every state, everybody, every person.
So I know you've been all over the world.
Yeah.
I've been all over the world.
Yeah.
You can't fly to Paris, get off the plane, go into Paris, get you an apartment, get you a job or whatever, and now I'm in Paris. You just can't do that. You can't do that in any country.
Yeah.
So it was allowed here, and now it has to be fixed. It has to be corrected. And to be honest with you, it's not even the fact that you're here. It's just that you came the wrong way. You came in the wrong door.
Yeah.
Go back out or go through the front door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're good. So that's, I would want to have some sense of pride that I actually did it the right way. I have friends who are from other countries, and that's exactly what they say.
Yeah.
All the stuff that I went through to get here,
they
need to go through it too. He said it's worth it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's just there's rules everywhere, man. You can't just do whatever.
I'm gonna crawl through your window and take your spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Your neighbor said it was okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
how?
Under no circumstances is it gonna be cool.
That makes no sense.
Is it gonna be cool?
Selena Gomez feels defeated as President Trump commences deportation on immigrants. Yeah, but he's deporting people that are not here legally.
That are getting taken care of.
Criminals too, yeah. But this shit makes me like, I'm like, you're sitting there crying and you're filming yourself and you're gonna
definitely squeezing that out.
You want to post yourself crying so that you get people to follow the rest of the shit that you do, right? To pull money in. Like if you're upset and you're crying, why would you film it? You ever done that? You ever go home and cry over something and then film it and put it on your social media?
Not at all.
Right. And would you ever, like, I wouldn't even think of that.
No, it's almost like the chick twerking on
over
over patients' heads. I mean, like, why do you do this type of stuff?
For sure, it's fucked up.
All right. Sports. Who you got in the Super Bowl?
Who's in the Super Bowl, man? I don't watch
the Eagles.
I don't watch fucking football.
The Eagles.
Talk to me about the fighting shit. I'll tell you who I think.
So Eagles.
Oh, Eagles are in
and
it.
Chiefs.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Jason Jenkins. He's an Eagles fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a big.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of really quality good football.
Yeah.
But I really want to see the best team win. And I think it's the Eagles.
You think it's gonna be a good game? Is it even? Is it gonna be?
I'm not betting against Mahomes. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna take more than Mahomes' magic to beat the Eagles.
Do you think this is gonna be a competitive match?
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you have to understand, so a lot of the players, both of these teams faced each other a few years ago.
Yeah.
And a lot of the players are all still there. They have Saquon now, what they didn't have before.
Okay.
So that's gonna make a difference.
Okay. Yeah,
Saquon is probably going to be the difference.
Brother,
if they can stop Saquon, then they can win. But if they can't, I can't see it.
I stopped watching football when they were penalizing people for hits.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? The fuck? What are we watching ballet?
Right.
It's football. It's like everybody knows what football is.
Right.
Now you have to hit this way. You have to wrap up this way. You have to do.
Oh no, you.
And I'm like, I can't watch it, man.
Yeah.
I have to watch something violent, like fighting or even hockey is fun. You ever been to a hockey game?
100%.
Bro, hockey is
I remember the first hockey game I went to.
I love hockey.
I went and saw the Atlanta Thrashers and the New Jersey Devils.
Okay.
And the guy I was with, it was the glass, 2 rows and then us.
Right.
So we was just up just a little bit, but we was eye level
Yeah,
almost with the players. And I think they beat them 9-0. It was the crazy. It was like a basketball game. They were scoring from, they were doing alley oops. I saw one dude hit from the half line and then bounced it off his chest and went into the
What?
goal. I was just like, oh my God, they are killing these boys.
I mean, it's cool that because I played hockey when I lived up in New York. I played hockey too. I loved it. It was so much fun. It was like it's very difficult. You know what I mean? Like you think about it, like you're skating and you're defending and you're trying to score and you're trying to fight.
It's almost like they move better on the skates than they do on their own feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how
they
good
glide,
they
man.
skate. It's like mind-boggling.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean,
mind-boggling.
You had to learn that shit first. It was a first few seasons were kind of rough because I was like,
What?
I want to fuck people up, but I got no traction.
So you tried ice hockey before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't do well on wheels or blades.
None of that shit, right?
No, when I was young, I tried to do it, but it just didn't. It didn't. I was too busy trying to stay up. I
Yeah.
couldn't enjoy it. I never
Yeah.
got to the point where I actually could do it. Consciously, unconsciously competent. I couldn't get to that point.
You know, the reason I wanted to do it was because it was difficult.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't because like I was like, oh, I want to, I was like, I went to a game. My boy played hockey, right, in this league.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a game and I was like, this, and I started to really watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, there's a lot going on here, man. You know what I mean? There's plays,
Much respect.
but also there's skating and also they're hitting each other on skates. You know what I mean? And all this shit. I'm like,
I'm laughing because I just thought about the comedian talking about, why the puck got to be black? Why ain't it a white puck? He said, well, maybe because you couldn't see it on the glass.
like the ice is white.
I couldn't help it.
Yeah,
That's the first thing popped in my head.
Oh
It's
my
just
God,
funny.
that's hilarious.
Oh, speaking of hockey pucks, I got
Yeah.
a funny Ronnie Coleman story.
Oh, there you go.
So Ronnie likes to eat his steaks well done. Right?
Oh,
so,
like well done.
So a filet mignon is very little fat.
yeah.
So you just really don't want them well done. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
So we're out at Outback one night, and me and my guy, and then he was there with his wife. So I'm ordered medium. I'm like, man, get medium, because he was gonna get mid-well like Ronnie. I'm like, get medium, try it.
Yeah.
And then Ronnie ordered well done. I think his wife did too. Can't remember. She might have had chicken or something. Anyway, they come out. Mine's medium. His is medium. And they made Ronnie's medium by accident. So he cut it. He said, ooh, I can't eat this. Take that back. Bring me something else. And so he took it back.
fucking Ronnie Coleman.
He took it back. And then they brought him back. So now he got 2 fresh steaks. And I see him. I look at him. I'm like, damn, they look like hockey pucks. So I'm laughing in my head. I didn't start laughing yet.
Yeah.
So Ronnie picks up the knife and the fork, and you know how when they drop the puck on the ice and they do that?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
So when he goes to cut, and the knife and the fork is like,
no.
all I can see in my head is 2 people trying to get the
Playing
hockey
for the
puck.
puck? Yeah.
Bro, he was like, what's so funny? I was
It's
just
even
like,
funny because it's Ronnie,
I'm
big
just like,
ass.
bro.
Like sitting there trying to
bro,
get
you
this.
eating hockey pucks over there. He said, this how I like
I
it.
never understood that, man. When people get their shit like well done, I'm like,
Right.
why? Don't even get it. Get something. Get a burger. You know what I mean? It's like it's weird because
Most people that I know who used to eat it like that, when
Yeah.
you give them one that's
Yeah.
cooked right, and not.
then they realize, I've been
Oh,
missing
this is how
out.
it's supposed to taste.
Right.
Oh, I'm only supposed to chew it like 17 times, not 35 times.
right. Not for the rest of the dinner. Yeah, it's crazy. What's this?
Oh Lord, Jonathan Majors. Is he trying to make a comeback? What happened?
Is this a bodybuilding movie?
Yeah, so his trailer just dropped for his new movie that was supposed to come out in 2023.
Oh, what happened to it? Oh, I thought it came out. I was wondering what happened to it.
He was in a law trouble.
Oh, okay. The chick chasing him down the street.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it just dropped.
I mean, how you gonna charge? He running, and she chasing him.
And she went after him?
Yeah. I don't know the whole story.
we
Every time
live
I
in
see
that.
that stuff, I stop because I already know what it's about.
Yeah.
I know they're
It's
gonna
about
twist
money.
it around or whatever.
It's about money.
Oh Lord.
What is this about though?
Oh Lord. What the hell? I heard about it. I've never seen it. Who was in it? One of my friends was in it, I think.
Oh, Michael Hearn's in it.
Yeah, Michael Hearn,
Leon's
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
So what is
He
the
do have some pecs on him when they hit
what's
that
the
side.
premise of the film though?
So from what I gather, it's that he wants to be an IFBB pro, go to Olympia. But
And it's going against Michael Hearn?
But
Yeah.
how,
All right, so that shit is so fake.
But it shows like the struggles of him going like mentally, and there's something wrong with him.
Does it show him doing steroids?
like the
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You got to have
what do
that
you
in
call
there.
it? The dysmorphia or whatever.
Oh,
Is that what the
muscle,
premise is?
body dysmorphia? Yeah.
I heard that.
You know what? He was bigger in Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was bigger in
Well,
Creed.
I mean, he probably had that Winstraw going on.
Yeah.
D-ball face.
Yeah. That moon face.
Probably,
The moon face.
he probably just continued on. Because, matter of fact, that's why though, because he did this first, and then he did the other
Oh.
one. Yeah. So this was
That makes sense.
Creed was residue from this.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably on the rebound, he was a little fuller.
Right.
When it came out in 2023, but it won an Oscar for this.
Really? He actually looked right there. He looked pretty good, bro.
Yeah, no, he looks good.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
he looked
because
like
we know he's not a bodybuilder. He's an actor,
Right.
Playing a
Playing
bodybuilder.
body.
You got to give him props.
But
for that.
when you, that's a hard work though. Still, you know what I mean. To get in shape like that, it's still hard work. But he was definitely like more jacked in Creed.
I might have to watch this. I don't
Yeah.
even
You gotta go watch it together.
Yeah. So maybe
have
we
a
should,
viewing.
I don't know, maybe we should just watch it here and then
Do a live view and do it on TikTok. We can do that.
That's right.
Rent the whole theater out.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can. We can do that.
Boy, that's crazy. When's the last time there was a bodybuilding movie? Pump and Iron? Like
Well,
was it?
I mean,
Because I don't
Pumping
remember.
Iron 2 was the women, so I haven't. Oh, no. See, Generation Iron.
Yeah, but that wasn't a movie. That was a documentary.
True that.
Yeah. This is like
true.
the first time I've seen a movie about bodybuilding. Not a documentary.
So they didn't consider Pumping Iron a documentary? I'm just
That's a
asking.
documentary, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a movie. That's
So
a
yeah, so it ain't been no movie.
because this is fictional. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know what? It wasn't a bodybuilding contest movie, but what do you call it? Pain and Gain
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
The Rock.
With
and,
The Rock,
and,
Mark Wahlberg.
I was
Yeah.
supposed to be in that. I was over in Italy.
Were you too big?
And no, I was in Italy and they was blowing my phone up. I had like 17 messages. I was like, damn it.
You're like, I'm not there.
Right? My buddy who actually,
do it from here.
my buddy Rick Perard, he actually went to the gym that movie was about.
Yeah.
And he actually was an extra in the movie.
No shit.
He got to be an extra in the movie. So,
That's what's up.
Magazine Dreams. Gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
Coming to a theater near you.
Is it theaters? Is it going to theaters? Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be in the theater?
Oh, yeah.
cool.
So maybe we just rent out a theater and have just invite
A
people.
viewing?
Yeah. If you want to come to the viewing, let us know.
If y'all want to
Put you on a list.
Or we could just, no, we wouldn't be able to do it and stream it. You would have to,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? What about the theater here? Because they have that giant ass screen.
Right.
They could probably do it here. We'd have to get that shit bootleg though. We'd have to-
Right?
oh yeah,
I would
Mike- have
love,
Mike
you know
on
what?
there.
I would love to have Mike on.
Mike would be great.
Next time we get him in it.
Mike would be great because
Man.
he's got years of knowledge and all that shit.
I mean, we could
Experience.
talk about just our interactions over the last 30 years, and that'll take up the whole episode.
That'll take 4 episodes. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. When's the first time you met Mike? Oh, there's Danny Hester. I see Danny on the
Oh,
end.
okay.
Yeah, see him?
Yeah, I met Mike after I won the.
Oh, yeah. That's Brandon.
Brandon who?
Hendricks.
Oh, okay, I see him.
Yeah.
This is Brian.
Oh, that's Brandon on the end? Okay.
Wow.
Dude,
Y'all real bodybuilders act like y'all getting beat by the acting bodybuilder.
bro, Hester looks ridiculous
Yeah.
still, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to
Oh,
be,
he's no
what is
joke.
he, in his 60s? Danny Hester?
He's close, getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always looked crazy, though. He's always looked good.
This is gonna be interesting.
So he's trying to be like Michael Hearn? Is that what it is? That's like his idol?
I don't.
Because he had a poster of him on his wall.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I mean, look, if it's positive, then I'm glad it's out there for the sport.
Or even just being close to accurate instead of don't make it seem like
Don't go overboard like, oh, this is not good. This is what they go through. They do drugs and then beat up people and shit like that. Like don't make it like that.
Oh, that was Gustavo.
Don't make it like that. That's cool, man. But yeah,
Mr.
man,
Majors.
bro, it's a crazy world, man.
What's home? What's up? With
It's a crazy world, man.
what's up with the home front? How's everything going?
Oh, home front is great.
Good.
Yeah, family's great. Everybody's good. This weekend we're actually going to the first game of the season for
Soccer?
our daughter.
Oh, I mean
no,
lacrosse.
yeah.
I meant lacrosse. I'm sorry.
Lacrosse, yeah. So it's fun. We go out there. It's peaceful as fuck over
I was just
there.
about to say, well, is it indoor or outdoor?
Outdoor.
Ooh. Well, the weather's supposed to be decent.
It's supposed to be like 55 and sunny. So as long as there's no wind, it'll be fine. You know what I mean? But it's called good. When we go over there, you sit there, do the thing.
Yeah.
It's fun, man.
You can't take the little seats and all that, or you just.
No, they actually have like a stadium, so they have like nice seats.
No, I
and
know,
shit.
but I'm saying like I can't sit on the concrete.
Oh, yeah.
For 2 hours, I had to bring the little.
Oh, the little cushion?
little chairs, yeah.
No, but I did see it, and I was like, I need to buy one of
Yeah,
those.
you need to get one.
They have one.
I'm telling you because I spent years going to watch my kids play.
Yeah.
I was like, first I was like, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
like, You need to.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
You're sitting forever.
Especially, sitting on 50-degree concrete.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that ain't.
Especially if you're heavy.
Yeah, that
Like,
ain't what you want.
You weigh over 200 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be like,
Yeah. Well, it's just going to make you so
your
stiff
back,
and all that.
Yeah.
So, make it more enjoyable.
What you been doing, man? What's going on? What's new?
I mean, I have to like hold myself back because certain things that
Are in the works.
You know what I'm saying? They're in the works, but just God has been really, just. Remember, I told you the story about now I can discern when God is talking to me.
Yeah.
That voice in my head.
Yeah.
For years I thought it was just me, my thoughts, but He has shown me that no, that's me. I've been actually talking to you.
Yeah.
And so now that I'm aware of it, man, it's crazy.
It's different.
Really crazy.
It's a connection.
And so now, and I think people, most people, they don't know, but once you really connect with the source and it goes past belief and you start to know.
Yeah.
And then when things come or you get a message or whatever and you act and then it happened, you know what I'm saying? So I've been experiencing that a lot. So
it's been crazy, man. I was just telling...
like when I think about something that I want, if I say it out loud, bro,
it happens.
Wow.
Well, I mean, that's what's been going on, right?
Wow.
We have a conversation the next day or even that day. Hey, man, guess who called me?
Especially if it's not for me, if you know what I'm saying, I'm benefiting someone else or a cause or whatever. Man, it's crazy.
You nailed it with there, man.
Crazy.
Because literally, I can't remember the last time we asked for something, like all the stuff we have going on. And it was about us. It was never about us, right? It was like help us grow,
Right.
so we can help more people,
Right.
right? And that's really what makes this team so amazing is that everybody's on that same ride. You know,
Right.
they have the same mind frame that
Right.
we're doing this. We're all going to grow and create better lives for our families and things like that. But the focus is not even that. The focus is how many people can we help? You know what I mean?
Well, we talked in the beginning of the year about our non-negotiables, but when you start being consistent with your non-negotiables, your vibration rises,
Right.
and so now you're vibrating on another level,
Yeah.
and now you're going to attract things on that level, like almost like tuning your radio, and I notice it, and I'm locked in, just like the other day when we were in the parking lot. We had just looked at the facility.
Yeah.
And we liked it, but it wasn't exactly what we needed. And then we had the conversation about getting together, sitting down, putting out exactly what we want. We were speaking it, but we didn't sit down and and then the next day we hear about the one we just left earlier.
We got something even better.
And it's literally exactly what we need, minus what our touches to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the framework and the foundation and
It's
the
perfect.
space is perfect. So
It's like guys like, no, I got something for you.
Yeah.
This was
That
just
was
for me to
really
show you
close.
this one,
yep.
and so you see the difference between this one and this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like,
But standing in the parking lot speaking it, and then somebody calling 2 hours later, that's crazy. And it has a Tesla charger right at the front.
bro, you can't make that shit up.
I'm like, wow, that's perfect.
Yeah, Tony likes to plug his car up anywhere we go. So
I
don't-
really
man.
do like electric cars. Now, it's not that I don't.
you don't like regular
I like
cars?
regular cars too, but what I'm saying is it's so easy to drive. The acceleration is insane.
So if I got you like a fat ass car, you'd be like, I'm gonna take the Tesla.
no, I'll drive it.
You
I'm like I say, I'm
I'd
not
be offended.
opposed.
Like if I
So-
surprise you and be like, hey man, it's your birthday, I love you, we've been doing really great.
I'm gonna ride it
I
out.
got you a fucking Rolls Royce.
Oh. Oh, come on now.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, why not?
Yeah, come
Well,
on.
you know, that's what you do with that. But that's what
I
you
park
do.
that.
Man.
I mean, of course, I couldn't ride the road. I wouldn't ride the roads every day. So
No, I'll be like rolling that shit every day.
you want me to ride?
Oh,
every day?
100%. I'll be like, it's warranty, baby. Ride that. Because, look, it makes no sense.
Y'all hear him now?
That's right. 100. It's documented. Look, man, look at that. Look at that shit right there. So I surprise you. Like, we're killing it, right, with our shit. And I go, you know what? I'm gonna hook my boy up because I love him.
Well, not, you know what?
And I put that shit in your, and I'll give you the keys.
You know
to
what?
that. You gonna drive your fucking Model S?
I am not gonna be upset about that at
Right,
all.
right.
I'll ride in that in tank top and
No pants.
You know what I'm saying?
Just a tank top. That's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. But see, that's how I think though. I think like, you know, when you, especially especially.
I ain't gonna put nothing past you, bro.
No, you know me for a long time. You know I'm not talking shit.
You know too many people.
Yeah, you know I'm not talking shit. But that's how I see life should be, man. Like, these things are cool, but it would be the meaning of it that's really amazing, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you'll have that every day, you drive it, enjoy it and shit like that, but it's the meaning. Like, man, we did something great together.
Right.
And I was like, fuck it. I'm
Right.
going to go hook my boy. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, give me a good reason why not. You know? It's like opposite, though. You know, there's people that do shit together and they make a bunch of money together and they don't do stuff like that. You know?
I'm all about it.
Yeah. I know, man. That's what I'm saying. That shit is, I mean, I've driven I almost bought a Rolls Royce Ghost. It was the most ridiculous car. It's so nice, man. You just want to go for rides for no reason. Like, I'll give you a ride. I'll come pick you up, like, just to drive that shit. It's an amazing car, man. But yeah, man, we got some really cool stuff in the works that we're gonna slowly unveil.
How's your training going?
Good.
I'm like really getting back in the groove.
Like back. We could tell.
Yeah. So I just switched over to upper body, lower body off. Man, I love it.
That split.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of work because you got to do all. You know, I'm doing chest, shoulders, back, bis, and tris all in the same workout.
Yeah. 4 sets, right?
And then the next workout. So I don't really count sets. I go by feel.
Okay.
And what I'm doing is some of the stuff I'm doing it antagonistically, and then some of it's straight sets. So we got supersets, antagonistic supersets, and then some straight sets. So if I like you know, it just is, you go by feel, and then you're at the gym. I'm trained. I got 3 workout partners.
Okay.
One of them doesn't really show up all the time, so I got 2 steady workout partners. And so I like to create the intensity for my clients and for my people.
Yeah.
So if we're doing our warm up, we do push and pull the sled, right?
Yeah.
And then we do farmers carries. So somebody's pushing and pulling, somebody's farmer's carry, somebody's stretching. So that it's just bam, bam,
You
bam.
keep rotating?
Yeah. So 15 minutes of that, we're warm. Now we can go straight into the exercise.
Right.
And it just allows you to and because I'm not doing, 18 sets of chest, you know what I'm saying? When I do chest, I can go all out. Maybe if I'm focusing more chest, maybe I'll do chest and shoulders heavy and then light back, and then the next time I would do heavy back and light chest and shoulder. You just go by feel, and then you move. And by the time you get to arms, all you need is one exercise for bis and one exercise to tris, and you're toast. And I mean, I'll be like this at the end of my workouts because the pace is so intense. And I'm not using crazy, stupid heavy weights, although my weights are going up. It's just a really awesome way to train.
It makes sense.
And the studies prove that it actually works.
There you go.
So, but I ain't doing it for that reason.
You're walking.
I want to be able to, make progress, and not be consumed by bodybuilding. Because before I was consumed by it. So we have all this business stuff, all these things. To keep us busy. So, my non-negotiable is from whatever time. I either start at 9 or start at 10, depending on what's going on. And it's non-negotiable. That's
the key to all of it, man. Yeah. Is that you get up and you still go,
yeah.
even though you don't want to.
When I was working on my consistency And even if I didn't feel like it, I would still get dressed, go to the gym, because that means I actually went. So even though I might have had a shitty workout, I went a couple of times where I just did 7 sets and was out.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But it kept my consistency.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we overgrade ourselves. Oh, I missed the meal, I missed the workout, or whatever. But you're still alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Do better.
Yeah, I mean that's the part. You know, it's when you have all the things we got going on. You know what I mean? Besides the podcast, the time in the day is
It's
not
almost like Groundhog Day.
legit.
Yeah.
But the time in the day goes by. I mean, by the time you wake up, like if you wake up at 5 a.m., right? What time do you get up usually?
Today I got up at 4:20.
All right.
So I did 7 trades this morning. Well, I got up, did my devotion. I
Right.
did 7 trades. I trained a client. We had a meeting, and now I'm here. And it's just 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm ready to go to bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock now.
Yeah.
It's funny. Me and my wife was in the bed the other day, and we thought it was like 11:30.
It was like 8:30.
And it was like 8:45. We was like, damn, we've been in the bed for an hour already.
I'm ready to go to
So
sleep.
it's you know, human time
Yeah.
is supposed to be when the sun comes up
Yep.
till the sun comes
goes
down.
down, yep.
We, because convenience, microwaves, refrigerators, cars, blah, 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 everybody's on the 24-hour clock.
yeah.
But nature, or you're designed to have a circadian rhythm, and you're forcing yourself to stay up.
Yep.
And it's going to affect you eventually. So that's why the old saying, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. It's because you getting up early. You're being disciplined to get up early.
Yep.
I want to be, like I told you, my fantasy is to be able to wake up in the morning, do my trades in the dark, and then get done, take my coffee, go sit on the porch, watch the sunrise. Feel me?
Get that
Then I
sun.
come in, finish my day, and then watch the sunset in the
Yeah.
same spot.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it. And so that right there will have me at peace.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the water
being
and the
zen.
mountains.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm connected with nature and God every day. Once I get there, I'm good.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
good goal.
It is.
But that's how it is, though. I mean, you know, you gotta. I was telling somebody yesterday. I was like, look, if you want to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, whatever the goal is, consistency is number one, and discipline is number 2. Like, I mean, it's like, really, it's number 1 and number 1, really.
Yeah.
But if you have those 2 things, whatever your goal is, you're gonna get to it. You just have to not stop.
Well, the thing is, a lot of times when we have a goal, we put a time limit. So if you have a goal of a show, then there is a time limit because there's a date.
It's
But
out
I'm
of your
saying, like,
control.
personal development type goals, especially if it's something that you don't already possess. Like if it's something you just want to work on and polish on, you know, then cool. But if it's something that you don't possess, you really got to learn.
Yeah.
You can't put any time limits on it, because if you focus too much on being successful, you're gonna miss the journey. The stuff, what's gonna keep you going once you get there is the stuff in between 0 and getting there.
Yeah.
So if you cheated your way or somebody did it for you, think about it.
Yeah.
Once you get to where you think the goal is, it's just gonna be another goal waiting for you down the road.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's like how I was able to keep continually progressing in bodybuilding, because I didn't say day one, oh, I want to be Mr. Olympia. I was like, man, I just want to be 200 pounds. And from 165 to 200, that seemed, you know, it took me almost two years and some change. And so, but once I did that, then I wanted to be 220. And once I did that, I wanted to be 250.
Right.
Once I got to 250, I didn't ever want to be 300. That 300 came when I turned
happened?
pro. Well, no, I turned pro because, I mean, think about it, bro. I mean, I went from 160. Once I got to 275, 280, I thought that was the limit. Now, I remember the first time I got to 290, it felt like somebody was riding on my back.
Yeah.
And so I felt emaciated at 290,
Yeah.
you know, a few years after that. So,
Right.
you know, I'm 290, 295, 300 on 50 grams of carbs until I carb up. You know what I'm saying? So it's, well, actually, I felt amazing until I ate the carbs. The carbs made me tired and lethargic.
Yeah.
But it, you know, of course, it blew me up like a
Blew
tick.
you up. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's crazy. What's this?
you know,
Oh,
that,
RFK. Yeah.
out of all the things that Trump's doing and, you know, what they're saying is, I hope RFK can
Do his thing.
really do what needs to be done with this food supply. You know, they talk about healthcare is, you know, so expensive, and it would be awesome if we had free healthcare. But think about this. If you get rid of all the known carcinogens, all the fake everything, right? Replenish the soil. So like right now, if you wanted to grow a garden in your yard, you till up the yard and you go plant seeds. If you don't fertilize it correctly, it will not grow. When I was a kid, you could spit a watermelon seed on the ground and then a watermelon plant would be grown. You know what I'm saying?
Why it's got to be watermelon, man?
Well, because I'm outside eating water.
I just fucking with you. Just fucking with you.
But the soil is so bad now.
Yeah.
Because of all the fertilizer. And, I mean, it's on purpose.
Yeah.
But if they start there, remove the contaminants from the food supply, repair the soil, which is going to take years.
Yeah.
The healthcare costs will go down tremendously. They're polluting the air, the water, all that type of stuff. Stop doing that. Start doing the things they know they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Give it some time, and the numbers will flip.
That's what's making people sick, man. It's all that bullshit, you know? Because you go to, I mean, you know, like we traveled, right?
Yeah.
When you go somewhere where they literally get up that day and they go to the market, and there's a dude that brought everything fresh from the farm, and you buy it, and then once he's done with everything, he'll just packs it up and goes home. The people who do that, they look different.
Yeah.
Their energy, I mean, you see a 90-year-old woman walking around just fucking bouncing around. You're like, what the fuck? It's because they're not eating McDonald's and Burger King and all this bullshit. They're not going through drive-thrus. They're getting up early, like we were saying, getting up when the sun comes up, going to the market, walking there, and then getting the fresh fruits and vegetables and meats and all that, cooking that for the day. Yeah.
So when you listen to, when you hear, know that that's true, right? And then you see these 90-year-olds or whatever that are vibrant and all that. Yeah. So when they were in their adolescents and teens and young adults, they ate all whole foods. There was no McDonald's and drive-thrus and all that. So they ate what mama cooked that night. Yeah. They walked, like you said, to and fro. So remember I told you about when you're first born, you're 90% human and 10% microbiome. Yeah. Well, those babies who got breast milk and organic food, the whole foods all their life, their foundation is completely different. Their microbiome was completely different. Then you fast forward to, 1995 or 2005, and you got a C-section, no breastfeed, no all processed food their entire life. Yeah. Their foundation, their structure is totally different. So when this new age person gets to their 40s and 50s, they're gonna be like 60, 70-year-old you know what I'm saying, in comparison. So just because their cells were created with all junk food.
Junk. Trash. Yeah. It's not even, you don't have to even be a scientific genius to understand what the fuck's going on. You put bad shit in your body, you're going to have bad outcomes. Dude, you see this shit? This shit is crazy to me. Like, where are we headed? They want to make it a crime to masturbate and have casual sex.
Wait, in private?
Yeah. In private, not out in public. I mean, obviously, in public, yeah. You can't do that. But
what was that movie with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes? Demolition Man.
Oh, Demolition Man.
So you back there, you go back in the bathroom, turn on porn. You have 10 points for.
Yeah.
I mean, is that what we coming through?
How crazy is that, bro? That's fucking crazy.
I can't even visit Palmalita in private. Are you serious?
Nope.
Damn.
But like, how the fuck are you gonna
How you gonna police that with AI?
Oh yeah, with your phones,
dude. They got
saw you on your phone.
They got the AI toilets.
Yeah,
where you take a pee and it monitors what's in your body. You take a poop, and now they know. Oh, you got colon cancer, or you got blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see that shit. Pull that up.
Well, I don't think they're out yet, but I'm saying that's what they're working on.
Just see if
the refrigerator. AI you're almost out of milk and stuff like that.
Dude, that's wild, man. But it makes sense, though. Like, I'm not surprised, really.
That's your 12th case of beer this week. You need to slow down. I mean, I'm saying, like, that stuff is going to be...
your blood alcohol levels are too high.
So, that's
crazy,
what's coming.
Bro. But it makes sense. I mean, if they want to have complete control of everything.
If Elon has his way, and this, I don't know how many years, and you hook up that microwave thing, That's gonna be
It's a wrap.
with AI in that. You're basically you're in the internet now.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy?
Not on the internet. You're in the internet.
The guy that they gave that Neuralink to,
Mm-hmm.
that that volunteer, the guy was blind. He can see.
Oh wow.
Rich, pull that up.
Oh wow.
So the way he sees is not like the way we see. It's different. It's something to do.
Right.
And they explained it. It's like something that, yeah.
So he can see.
Put Elon
like,
Musk Neuralink, blind guy or something. I don't know.
Remember in the Matrix, and then when he could see the Matrix, like that.
Yeah. This Elon Musk Neuralink is developing brain implant called Blind Sight that could restore vision for people who are blind or lost their sight. How fucking amazing is that?
That would be
bro?
incredible.
Could you imagine somebody?
It would be really awesome if they could do it nutritionally or something instead of
he's
technology.
well, him. Yeah, if you could.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it's people who went blind, not who people were born blind. I
Right,
think
right,
that's
right.
different. You know, like, I mean,
That's
it's-
crazy, man. But that's amazing. Like shit like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad he's doing that because, it's amazing for somebody who's never been able to see the world to give that to him, man. I mean, like, how do you go against that? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like I
It's
say, as long as
amazing,
they do it the right way.
Well,
I'm all for it.
But it's like, what's so weird is that I was talking. So when all this shit was going on, I was talking to a friend of mine as a high up with Homeland Security, and he was telling me, he was like, "Paj, you ever seen Terminator 2?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, does it seem weird that a lot of that shit from the movie is happening right now? I was like, I didn't even think about that shit. You know what I mean? Because part 2 was the one that really that they had the arm and
Yeah.
the dude had the chip and all that.
Yeah.
And then eventually AI just took over and launched all the nukes
Right.
and was like, fuck this. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And he's like, that's a real thing. Like that was a fictional story, but that's like now.
Well, they say that was a documentary. That and the Matrix.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I mean,
so it's like one of those things where it's like it's great to have technology, but man, at the same time, it gets a little dicey.
if it's only technology, I don't think it's good. But if you have technology and, like I say, the old school thought process, because imagine stuff that we would have got. No, in other words, we had that different work ethic, different everything. Imagine having the technology tools that they have now.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Kids now, they never got to really experience all that.
Yeah.
So now I think it would be a different transition for them. But like, I mean, if I back in the day when I was shoveling snow or cutting grass, if I had an app, but you know what I'm saying? Like it just would have been way more efficient.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I don't want a Neuralink in my head.
I'm not doing that shit.
I'm
no
a free
fucking way.
thinker. I got me
No
talking to
fucking
myself
way.
and God talking
Listen,
to me.
I don't care.
That's enough.
I don't care what that Neuralink can give you. I don't want it.
No.
I don't want it touching my brain. It's all good. But I do. I'm okay with people who can't see to do it
yeah.
to be able to see.
I'm even cool with people who want to do it for themselves.
Yeah.
Holler at me. Let me know how that works
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Let me know how that works out when you turn into a robot.
So
Yeah.
we'll be seeing the
That's some cool
$6 billion man coming soon.
So look, man. Let me ask you a question. So we got this peptide company thing going on, right? Where do you like? And I know RFK is a big he's a supporter of peptides because there's a lot of benefits with a lot of them. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
And there's research that can be pointed to. It's not like just somebody randomly trying to sell something and just talk about it or whatever.
Right. So
But I think it's essentially like stem cell therapy that you apply to yourself at home.
So you got the medical side of it, you got the cosmetic side of it. Anything for the cosmetic side, I think it should be all bets off. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then medical, as long as the doctor approves it,
Application,
then cool.
Yeah.
They allow women and men to do plastic surgery, all kind of knee
Everything.
replacement, hip, all that type of
Yeah.
stuff. So they can, for better quality of life.
Yeah.
So if taking some CJC or some Tesmeril or whatever is going to improve your chances of being not obese and all that type of stuff, it shouldn't be no problem.
I don't understand what the problem is.
Now,
man.
what I am excited about is how they're going to be regulating it more, and they're going to, basically.
Make sure you're not putting bullshit in your body.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
100%.
protect the audience, protect the people, because there's a lot of good stuff out there, and there's a lot of suspect
bullshit.
stuff out
Yeah,
there. So
there's a lot of bullshit
being
out
able
there.
to have the best of the best available, and have the supervision and the entire process. In other words, I'm gonna provide you these resources, but I'm also going to coach you through it and show you how to use it correctly and monitor your, you know what I'm saying? Like all those things need to be in place, and regulation does that.
Right.
It allows you to do that.
And
freely.
also, it's great for us because we're actually working with the largest peptide company in the nation.
Yeah.
So it's United States company. So we're going to support the growth of another business.
American made.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
how many doctors we got on our deal? Is it 4?
well, 4 of the heads.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But we got,
Yeah.
the network is huge.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we got, the whole 50 states thing.
Yeah.
Because, you have to have licenses in every state to be able to operate.
Yep.
So as far as having doctors, we got doctors everywhere. But the head guys, the head doctors,
Wow.
there's like 4 of them. And what I like is I spoke with the one of the owners yesterday, and just kind of told him, hey, my team, me, myself, Tony, the team, this is our vision. This is where we need to align. If what I'm saying doesn't align with you guys, then it's probably better to do some other kind of work together, not link up all the way. And he was 100% on board, man. He was like, no. He's like, this is exactly what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? And I said, okay, good. Because, they know our network, right? We got a giant network. Yep. So, they want to build with us, which is great. And they're not greedy. You know what I mean? They're like, because that's one of the biggest things for us is like, we want to make it so that everybody can get this stuff.
Right. Exactly.
Not just people who have a lot of money.
No,
right?
Exactly.
So we want to make it so that it's affordable for everybody. No matter what level of life you're in right now, you can still get these products. And the thing is with us also is that we don't just stop with just here you go.
That's what I'm saying.
Good luck. We're like, all right, here you go. Here's the protocol for this outcome. Here's the protocol for this outcome. By the way, we have coaching, right? So you can reach out to you for coaching and shit like that. And we have doctors. It's like, we cover all the things that, ourselves, when we're doing applications for ourselves, that's what we do. We have protocols, we take the thing, we talk to each other, we, speak with the doctors, and then we come up with, how to do everything properly. You don't overdo it, you don't take too much, you don't take it for too long, all that shit. So we give them all the information. So there's no more like, let me go on Google.
Guess what? You're not alone. Yeah.
Right.
100%.
You know what I mean? And our information, this is the part that I love the most, is that our information doesn't come from like people's opinions.
Right.
It comes from like the data, the clinical data.
Yeah.
So we know that if we tell somebody this, we're saying it because of this clinical that was done. It's not like, now we'll give them our opinion too based on our experience, right? So we'll give them like, here's the clinical, and also here's what I've discovered from it as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you can, figure it out from there, somewhere in the middle. But we offer all the little parts. It's not just like, hey man, just go buy the shit and then have a nice day. And that's not how it works.
So I'm listening to you talk, and I just remember that our good buddy Gary Brecka is.
Oh yeah, he's next door.
He's next door doing a speech.
Right now. Yeah.
And when I came in,
random.
I'm like, oh, we're gonna go. It was like, oh shoot,
Random, man.
So that's the trip, because following him, he was in the life insurance business, and so they actually hired him to help them with determining people's life insurance according to how long they're supposed to live. I actually got approached by someone about a decade ago to do the same thing, because I was telling him about me working at Progressive in the clinic and how, the longevity stuff. Yeah. And it's just pretty cool, because all the stuff that Gary does, I've been doing since early 2000, and it's kind of cool. It's just kind of cool to know that the masses are learning all that stuff. And back then, everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. Yeah. But
But how funny it
works.
is, he's right here. It's like we
No,
walk
that's
in,
what I'm
we're
saying. Like when I saw him, like I heard his voice, and I'm just like, I thought maybe
you're like,
I thought they had
you're
YouTube
like-
on or something. And then I walked by and he was actually on
That's
stage
him
talking.
on stage, yeah.
I wish we could. Richard, go get him. Tell him.
Go
come
get
on.
ahead. Come in here and tell me we can talk. So, he's getting a lot of flack, too, from other people. Like, there's a lot of doctors and shit that are saying that what he's saying is, is not clinically proven and things like that. What do you think?
I think they've never done it, and so he's threatening their ability to control people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have been programmed to think you need medicine for everything.
Yeah.
Like Hippocrates says, let food be thy medicine, or medicine will be thy food.
Yeah.
And we're in that medicine being thy food era. And so,
Rich, that's another T-shirt right there.
so from my experience,
Make a note.
you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is temporary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you weren't born with it, it's you can do something about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's never too late.
Most people just don't want to do the work because it is work. It's work until you get it till it becomes a part of your lifestyle.
Right.
Then it's not work. But in the beginning, when you're trying to cross over or switch over or whatever, yes, you have to be prepared. You have to know what you need. You have to have the right mindset. You have to have all your supplies on hand. Where most people screw up is, I ran out of this. You know what I'm saying? Now, and so soon as one thing is not right, now your brain allows other things to not be right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you just skip. I messed up today.
Yeah.
I gotta get back on. I fell off the wagon or whatever. But if you are locked in mentally, and you stay on point and make sure you got everything you need, it doesn't happen.
It's all good, yeah.
It doesn't happen unless it's an emergency, and then of course no one can predict that.
That's crazy, man. I mean, the work part of it, man, is so strange to me. Like, people want these outcomes without doing what it takes to get the outcome.
Almost like they wait to see if somebody else got a good result. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You did what?
I actually enjoy. I've been in conversations with people about training and getting people in shape and all that. I said, tell you what, give me your worst 2 or 3.
Yeah.
The ones that can't get. Give me your can't get rights.
Right.
Let me give them to me.
Right.
I like the challenge.
Yeah.
Because we're purpose driven, we're results driven. So if I tell you something and you're like, oh, okay, I'll try, but you start getting results. If I give you results in the first 24 hours, then the second 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like to do. I like to take people from, I don't think I can do this, or I wonder, can I do this, or I wish I could do, you know what I mean? To actually step by step. And I always tell people fitness is like, getting in shape is like using GPS. I want to go to the mall. But the most important thing right now is my current location. You know what I'm saying? Because I got 95 ways to get to the mall from here. But if I just focus on the mall, you see what I'm saying? So I always tell people, I want to, what's going on with you right now? What's in your system that's causing these problems? Let's lower your toxic load. How do you lower your toxic load? Stop putting toxins in there.
Yeah.
So people call it fasting. I just call it abstaining from things that you know is jacking you up.
Right.
So you eliminate that sugar, processed food, blah, 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 blah. And then while you're doing that, you start adding things that you know you're missing, high nutrient dense foods, stuff like that. So at the same time, this is what's going on in your body. Well, when you get to about right here, you feel the difference. And then when you get here, you're like, oh my God, that actually worked. Well, now you're in a position to actually implement any diet that you want. If you want to do keto, you want to do carb rotation, you want to do carnivore, you want to do whatever, your body's prepared to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what I do with all my people.
COVID-19 virus most likely originated from yeah. I mean,
Yeah, well, we knew that.
We knew that shit from 10 years ago.
Well, the thing is, when they first brought it out and they showed the people standing on the curb, falling in the street and all that, I said, you know what?
Yeah.
If it was something like that was really doing that to people and it was, uncontrollable, they would be acting one way. But so they use that to get, because I think, me personally, that when he first announced the 2 weeks, and they told us, 70 million people, blah, 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 blah. That was just to get us in the house because we thought it was only going to be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They knew what they knew what they was doing.
There was no accident, man.
And so keep them in the house until we got time to come out with this thing.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that was released, that's when it exploded. That's when people really start having issues and problems.
From people in government that I know, what it really was to see about population control. You know, let's put this out there. Let's tell them that they can do this, this, and this, and this, and they cannot do this, this, and this, and this. Let's see how many people listen.
So
And they did, and people wouldn't leave their house. You remember like the videos in Italy when they were in the buildings and they were all yelling out the window to each other because they wouldn't leave, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Like they literally detained the entire world
yep.
by just telling them, don't leave.
Yep. So in prison, when they put you in the hole,
Yeah.
Isolation is one of the most dangerous, toxic things that you
Yeah.
can do to a human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they knew that it would suppress everything about you, really. It's you gonna be in these close quarters with the people that you think you love or whatever, and it's
Yeah.
going. You know what I'm saying? Like
You start losing your mind.
That whole. I mean, everybody remembers that whole thing was jacked up,
jacked
and so coming up to this year's election, everybody's still feeling that uncertainty, that
Yeah.
have we
shaky.
been lied to and all
Yeah.
that type of stuff, and so now we're in a new mode, and so a lot of those people still hanging on. They're bitching, moaning, complaining.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like ripping off a Band-Aid. It's going to suck at first.
Yeah.
And it has to, because
Yeah.
it was so far gone.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you're repairing something.
Right.
And it takes time. You know what I mean? If you...
We're into. Oh, matter of fact, my buddy just asked me.
Oh.
Next Tuesday is the first Tuesday of the month, and they have the auction, the tax deed and foreclosure auction.
Oh.
He wants us to go down there,
Okay.
bring a crew, like do a vlog.
Okay.
I think we should do it. I think that'd be some really good
Chase, you
content.
available? All right. Hey.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool.
Let's go.
Because that we're going to be
Yeah.
doing a lot of that stuff.
Well,
a
we're
lot
doing-
of
we're doing
things.
everything, man.
Health and wellness, financial literacy,
Yeah.
investments.
Really,
all that.
we're checking off the boxes of life, right? The family box,
Yep.
the business box,
Yep. Yeah, I've been working on a couple of acronyms for our new Griffin project.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
What you got?
Oh,
And by the way, don't try stealing our shit. I'll
no,
sue
I,
you.
I. That's what I'm saying. I ain't even
What
gonna
the
tell them yet.
fuck?
Oh wow.
You just going to put that up
Yeah,
there?
you know what? Let's not talk about what I was
I'm
gonna
like-
talk about.
What were you saying? What's your name? This
You know,
is,
there comes a time when you can say,
you guys know this girl, right? What's her name?
Shanique.
Shanique.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's 1 in a billion. It ain't but about 4 or 5 of them
Them?
on Earth. Yep. And we only know of one. The other 4 are unicorns. We ain't seen them yet.
But is it weird that she's single? Is that a red flag? Is that a red flag that she's single?
She's 26? She's 28. I mean, time flies. She came on scene like 19, so she's already 28. Damn.
Her legs look ridiculous. Look at her. Look at her sweep.
But I think if as a guy, you got to really come with it. I mean, what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you.
Like you like she, you know, she's so crazily developed.
How, is
that
she
you
tall?
gotta
How
be
tall is she?
mentally,
She looks
you
short.
gotta be mentally
She
secure
tall?
with yourself to even, you know what I'm saying? Pull
Right.
your pants down next to her. Like you can be like,
Oh,
damn,
wow.
my thighs is 24 and hers is 29.
I'm gonna start squatting before she gets.
So she just has one of the most
5'4".
amazing physiques I've
Wow.
ever seen.
And she does what? Physique?
No,
Well, she started with
that's what she started.
Oh, she
now
started
she's
with
doing
physique?
wellness.
And then now she's doing wellness. Okay. And what's wellness like in between bikini and physique?
Wellness is a little more lower body
Oh, well then she's
and
got
a little
that.
less upper body.
Okay, she's got that. She's got that.
Yeah, I mean, and the winner is and new. I mean,
Was is she pro?
yeah.
She is pro, right?
She was
She won in
she was
Olympia.
the female pro for a minute.
Oh, in physique, but she hasn't competed in wellness yet.
No.
Okay.
She's been off the scene for
Yeah.
Bro, why aren't you coaching her? She has,
She
does
don't
she
look
have a
like
coach?
she need me. She don't like
Bro,
she need me
listen,
at all.
man. No,
I mean,
the knowledge
maybe on
you
the
got-
health part, maybe on the health and wellness part, but she killing it.
Well, no, she's in great shape, but you know.
I mean,
there's
I could show her how to be like that 15 years from now.
Yeah.
Where most people would be
yeah, way
gone.
out, way
but
out. Yeah.
whoever's coaching her, she might be just doing it herself. And people always say genetic freak or whatever. She has she has that slim structure,
Yeah.
wide clavicle, and small joints.
Yeah.
So all you need is work ethic and information
Right.
and execution.
Right.
Once you get that, you good.
There it is.
I would love to have her on.
I'm like, is that her?
Richard, are we getting her on the? We gonna get her as a guest? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we gotta lock in a date. What's this girl hating on her?
They're saying, but will she dominate? Until we see her up on stage, I'm not. There's no need to try to predict nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could say she gonna come kick everybody's ass, and she probably is.
Yeah.
But just let it happen. Just let us see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Just let her do.
I mean, I know
thing.
people got to get whatever publicity and views and all that, but
Yeah.
I mean, we know what she's capable of, and just those pictures, right? How much was she doing? The Arnold? Or what she doing? They don't even have it at the Arnold.
The show, but
She hasn't announced it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I always tell people, bodybuilding is not the show. That's just the show. The bodybuilding is all the stuff in between.
yeah.
So focus if you're bodybuilding, focus on that.
Yeah.
And then the show, just pick a show after that. Like I told my client, Tammy, she's 61. She looks, I'm gonna say late 30s. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about body wise and everything.
Wow.
And she trains with me. I train with her. She's lifting with me, not like, she's not doing 10s and I'm doing 30s. She's doing maybe 10% less weight than me.
Right. But right there.
That shit is blowing my mind. Cause I wasn't
thinking-
even training. All right. So she comes and she was like, I want you to coach me.
Right.
My friend introduced me to her, and I was just like, okay. I said, but so I did the little 2 weeks and got her ready for her show. I'm like, baby, you ain't 2 weeks out. But it worked out. She won the whole show. That was cool. And I was like, the next show, I'm gonna train with you. I said, because I need to create the intensity for you so you can, And man, 3-4 weeks into that, I'm feeling myself again. And so now she did the Ben Weeder. I introduced her to Jim Mannion. That was awesome. Jim made her pull out her ID. I said, Jim, she was in the class. She was in the 35 and 40. I said, but she's 60. He was like, what? He said, I'm gonna need to see my ID. And then everybody started laughing. He was like, no, seriously, I need to see my ID. So I showed her down and told her, I'm like, look, they're judging you like you're a 40-year-old. So take that as a compliment. We're not trophy hunting or trophy chasing. Let's go back and get everything the judges told me. Let's go do all that, and then come back with a vengeance. And so that's what we're gonna do.
All right. I was telling Richard, I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind sponsoring an athlete like this. That's kind of.
I had to just catch myself.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
But what do you think? You think that's somebody?
To be honest with you, I've been a fan since day one.
Of her?
I met her a couple times. She's sweet as pie.
I haven't met her yet. I haven't spoken with her. So
Whatever
both you guys are saying
whatever
she's
I
great.
could do to assist, I'm down.
Well, look, we're gonna bring athletes on anyway. But if this is an athlete that both you guys already have interactions with and
I mean,
fits the bill of our network, right? So
someone like that, all she needs is minimal obstacles. If you can minimize her obstacles, she's unstoppable.
Do you think she's a good fit for our circle?
Unless she
from what you
proves
know?
otherwise, just, from my couple of times seeing her.
Yeah.
I didn't kick it with her, but
Right.
conversation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And her energy,
Right. Energy good?
Good. She obviously takes care of herself. That's, people,
Yeah.
you can't look at that and say, oh, that's just steroid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to
She's
give her,
just
you
juicing.
got to
That's
give
why she look like,
her
well,
props.
it's not
and,
that.
and she still looks like a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's key.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like be that lean, shredded, round, muscular, striated, all that, and still be completely feminine.
Yeah.
That is
Rare.
when you see that, you give it up.
Yeah.
That is not easy to do.
Yeah. So
Not easy to do at all.
Yeah, I mean,
No matter how blessed and gifted and beautiful you are.
yeah. But I've been, ever since Richard was mentioning her, bringing her on, and then you were like, yeah, she would be great. I was like, all right. And then so he showed me, her competing and stuff like that. And I was like,
Once we get everything up and running, I'd like to invite her to experience what we have, and then let her decide if she wants us to sponsor her. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like
she
that.
already does, right, Richard? Did you talk to her about it briefly? Yeah. Yeah. So we just gotta figure out. I mean, me, man. I'm an energy person, big time.
Yeah.
So, I think once we bring her down here and you know, she gets on the show and we talk to her and stuff like that. I feel the energy out. If the energy is off the chain, you know, like, you know, I don't see why not. I don't see why not supporting her and sponsoring her, bringing her on the team. Cool. You know, especially if she's in the same growth mindset that we are.
Yep.
And she sees the entire picture, not just the momentary picture.
Well, like I say, somebody like that.
Theater competition.
What is it?
This is her competition?
Yeah, and I can't wait to see it. And that's why I'm not really trying to predict nothing because that girl is no joke either.
What's her name?
But she got second. What about the girl who got first?
She won 3 times.
I understand that. The
Who
girl
won
who
last
got
time?
first though, what's her name? I've been a fan since the first day I saw her too. I knew she would get it eventually one day. But Francella.
You knew this one would get it?
No. She was already that. The girl who beat her this year.
Oh, okay.
I keep forgetting her. I'm horrible with names. I ain't gonna lie. I remember faces and whatever we experienced together.
Right,
but
right.
I'm just horrible with names.
Yeah.
That's one of my goals with that. What do you call it? Cerebral
This is
mindset?
wellness?
Yes.
Oh, I see what you're saying about the legs, because their legs are big.
Yeah. And see, she's completely feminine, gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
So the key to wellness is when you're judging it is femininity and
So it's like bikini on top and thickness on the bottom. It's, you know what I'm saying? So not figure.
yeah, because they're shredded.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely not bikini.
Every time I see this girl, I'm trying to understand them glutes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I consider myself almost a bootyologist, and
Bootyologist?
I
Is that a
can't-
real thing?
That shit right
Google
there,
booty.
but
Google booty. No, don't Google it.
I'm just
No,
like
no.
that is
Some other shit will come up.
I mean, because I don't,
We'll
you
get
could just,
flagged.
it's not a BBL, but is it something? Is it? I mean, because that's not even that ain't what it even look like on the anatomy charts.
I mean,
You have to understand.
Can you-
when you look at a muscular skeleton anatomy, it don't do that. And I'm wondering, is it the posing that makes it look like that? I mean, I watch these girls train, but I'm just like, how do you develop it?
Rich,
that
who beat her
hard?
last time?
And it still look
Oh, you found it? Okay.
bubbly and it's crazy. I appreciate it. I ain't even gonna lie. I appreciate it. To be honest with you, I used to be fascinated by because this been going on for a minute, but they done.
This has?
I'm just saying, female figure,
competing?
like the way this girl.
That's the one that beat her last year.
Now, that she's been my favorite. Now the other girl, I was really beating her this year.
Yeah.
It was really close, and I was wondering if
So
they were
she
going to give it
needs
to her.
two big competitors. Is going to be these two. Okay.
Yeah, and man,
I mean,
they
that's
doing something back there.
that's pretty legit.
They doing. I remember my buddy, my buddy, he passed away. Steve DeLuca. He used to make pump and pose, and I've seen him.
Dude,
I've seen
Did they
him
sell that at Max Muscle?
probably,
Yeah.
but I've seen him take girls with SpongeBob SquarePants booties and turn it into. I was like, how is that the same person? So, not accusing him of nothing because I don't know. I'm just saying like, that just don't.
It'd be interesting.
You know
to
what I'm
find
saying?
out.
Like it literally
It'd be interesting to find out.
is not that there are not that many.
Yeah.
So unless you're actually a wellness competitor, I mean, because look, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because
it looks like it has to be some kind of add-on, some kind of enhancement of some
Yeah.
sort. And since you know how we're a man, so as long as it got skin over it, we good.
good.
But me personally, I don't think BBLs are attractive, especially when they don't match the legs. I think it's unnecessary, especially since you can actually, your glute muscles is one of the muscles you actually can build.
I like as natural as possible.
That's what all men like. I think we need to do a public service announcement.
No, but I got friends that are like, no, I need plastic.
Yeah, but
Okay,
those
all right.
guys,
All right, buddy.
Those guys, no.
Yeah.
A real man,
Yeah.
they,
Okay,
you want a
so-
real
yeah, so
woman.
now that's
And I'm
different.
not saying they're not
That's
real
different.
men. I'm saying they're superficial
Yeah.
in their reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Traditionally,
Yeah. But I mean, when the doors are closed, you want a real
yeah, you don't want.
man. Please,
Yeah, man.
it ain't even no contest.
No, 100%.
Like I tell people all the time, you ever see them girls with the big Triple H boobs?
Oh, my God.
You'll look at them all day, you'll tip them on stage, but will you walk through the mall holding their hand?
I wouldn't even tip them.
No, you won't.
I wouldn't even tip them. That's crazy, dude. You know who looks is Seth Feroci? Is he competing?
Yeah, but that ain't Seth though.
No, I know, but no, but I saw him.
Look like him. Look like
It
him.
looked like him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw his ass. I was like, because I saw something about him and Hani were doing something.
Well, they used to work together
Yeah.
before Seth quit. So
Yeah.
I think that was more just Hani giving him support.
He looks
I'm pretty-
ridiculous, bro.
He does look pretty good.
Look at that shit.
He definitely been hitting it.
He looks ridiculous, man. And he's not tall either, right? Isn't he 5'5" or something?
Yeah, those guys are pretty
Yeah.
short.
But he's got a build like our boy.
I mean, he was up and coming. I don't know what happened to make him go away. I understand that
I
he went
think
away
his
because
doctor told him he needs to. Just same thing that they told.
everybody.
Well, yeah, but especially the guy that he won the 212 like 8 times, and then he was about to go to. He's from Wales.
Flex
Lewis, yeah.
Yeah.
So Flex didn't do that show because his doctor was like, dude, you're going to die if you do the show. He told his coach, you need to tell him not to do the show. He told his wife, you need to tell him not to do the show.
Wow.
That's why Flex pulled out. Because he was going to do the Open.
Right.
Remember? And he did it because that.
Do you know what was going on? I don't want to put his business out in the street, but
From what was public, I saw, that apparently he's probably, his heart probably, most likely.
oh wow. I
most
wonder did he take the jab?
probably. I
Yeah,
don't know.
because that jab and bodybuilding don't really go together.
No.
So I won't.
No,
They really don't. Like the evidence
Well, he
is
didn't even
proving
need
it.
it. I'm like, bro, you look ridiculous. You don't need it. Why would you do anything? He just
Well-
transitioning over there. I mean, but that's why, from what I saw, I don't know. He knows the truth, but from what was public, that's what I saw. And
I know he did something to his tricep, but that wasn't really the why he.
No,
did
it was literally because of that. I'm sure.
I don't doubt it. I mean, my doctor scared the crap out of me a couple times, and like I told you, when I retired, when he told me I had the parasites and the dirty blood and the liver flukes and all that, I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't doing no more shows.
That's it.
I was done.
That's all you
I
gotta
was
tell
done.
me. Yeah,
So
yeah. And so he still looks ridiculous too.
I just was looking at a picture of me and Flex from 20. I don't know how many what years old, but we got flown over to Italy, and this when he first, I think it was around his first or second time winning.
Oh, okay.
And but yeah, that was a great show. The most incredible lighting, because you have to understand, the first time it was 212. Remember, it used to be
Yeah.
202.
Yeah.
202? So the first time that it was 212,
Yeah.
he weighed in at 212 or whatever, and then we went to Italy the following weekend. I think he was like 238 or 240, but he looked even better.
Yeah.
I was just like, so you mean to tell me that you're like dieting that off so you can make weight?
Yeah.
Bro,
That's not good.
it was what I'm just saying, like
hard.
it wasn't like 2 or 3 pounds.
Yeah.
He was in the damn
20
near
pounds.
240.
Yeah.
From, say 210, 211.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about 7 days later,
Yeah, that's
and he was tighter. His muscles was pushing. It was crazy. I think I got the pictures in my phone.
Cutting
somewhere.
weight is always the worst. When I was fighting, man, one time I got a call like last minute because somebody fell out, and it was my buddy's promotion, and he was like, "Listen, this is supposed to be like my co-main event, and the guy fell out. Like he couldn't make weight.
Oh, wow.
So he was
He
like,
fell out from trying to make weight.
yeah.
Okay.
So he was trying to make weight, but his body was giving out, so he had to stop because he was gonna he had kidney failure. So he goes, "Can you make weight?" I'm like, What's the weight?" And so now I'm like 210 at the time, right? And he's like 185. I'm like, there's no way.
No.
I was like, in one day I'll die. There's no way. I said I can do a catch weight. Catch weight is like a weight that we agree on, both of us. Because the guy when you fight at 185, you're not fighting at 185. You're going to fight at over 200 pounds.
203. Yeah.
You're just cutting weight, right? So I said, realistically, to be healthy, because here's another thing that happens. If you're cutting water, right? So you're more susceptible to getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Because that fluid's not in there to protect you, right? So I'm not thinking about just making weight so I can go fight, right? I'm thinking like, okay, first of all, number one, I don't want to go look like a fool and get knocked the fuck out in front of everybody, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. Just to help a friend out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't like I was getting UFC money,
Right.
for me. And so I was like, look, I'm at I was like at 212, 213 when he called me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 24 hours to make the weight. I said, bro, listen, I'll agree to like 198. 198, I can cut weight, I can make the weight.
That's Italy.
That's him?
Yeah. That was a week after he weighed in at 212.
He looks ridiculous. He doesn't look like 212 at all. You know what he reminds me of? Lee Priest.
That's crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you look at that and you say, okay, well, maybe he needs to drop probably, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? Not freaking 20.
Not 20, man.
22.
That's too much. That's too much. He reminds me of Lee Priest. Lee Priest's body was like that.
Wow. The pictures I got is even better than that.
There's Tony.
Wow.
That brings back memories.
I forgot what year that was.
Of course, they put you on the Why the fuck?
Well, no, I'm just guest posing. They just brought me out there.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, why the fuck are you on the end on this lineup, bro? I'm like, I know that we're fucking blackballing you, but this is a whole nother level. What's happening?
Yeah, they thought it would be fun for me to go out there with them.
Well, it was funny.
It was.
You fucking made everybody disappear.
Swole up.
What'd you weigh right here?
I was in the threes somewhere. Probably like 303, something like that, 302.
That's so much weight, man.
Yeah.
That's so much weight.
I don't miss it at all.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
Not even a tiny bit.
I get it. I get it. So yeah, so I made the weight and then, had to fight and everything. And, it was nice. It was a good fight. And
Well, you ate 198.
I made 198,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But man.
Yeah, I could have helped you with that, but
You know what the
17 pounds was my swing.
Yeah.
Like the most, I think I told this story. I lost 17 pounds in 9 hours.
Yeah.
Injectable Lasix.
Oh,
Please don't ever do that.
fuck no. Don't even do LASIK.
I'm
in
just
any
telling you,
form.
it's so crazy because I was already dry. I didn't even, it was crazy.
You didn't even need it.
No, the nurse was like, she's like, that's intracellular water. He's like, 17 pounds, you don't have
You don't have
17 pounds of extracellular water.
Right. Right.
I'm like, she was like, you almost messed up. And I was in Vegas. Dude, I didn't gain a pound for 2 weeks.
I bet your body's probably
Imagine
like
eating and drinking all you can eat and drink and not gaining a pound for 2 weeks. That was crazy
scary.
to me.
Were you scared?
Well,
Were you worried? I'd be
no,
fucking like-
because I wasn't scared because, it gets out of your body fast and I knew what to do. I just didn't think it would take 2 weeks before it to actually kick in. And I've experienced extreme dehydration before. And, that's what made me get my Kangen water machine.
Yeah.
The guy, I was like, I think I was about 11 pounds. I went and guest posed in Pittsburgh, right? And stayed up late all the whole weekend. We was acting a fool. Well, I lost like 10 pounds that weekend. So I go home, and normally I gain it all back during that week, but I didn't. And so I had another appearance the following week, and we were in Louisiana. And I didn't think nothing of it, but I was like, damn, I didn't blow back up this time. So this guy, he has a water machine, and he's trying to sell me some water. He's trying to give me some water. I'm just like, man, get out here with that water, bro. He said, T, just put this machine in your room for the weekend. I'll set it up.
Yeah.
And then give it back to me on Monday. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. So he sets the machine up, and I'm start drinking.
Yeah.
3 days later, I was 15 pounds heavier.
Wow.
I had filled all the way back
Was
out.
it just mineral water?
I was just dehydrated. I was just dehydrated. Lack of minerals. Like I think I told a story about getting all my tests and my minerals was in the tank. Now I know why it's not good to compete, 6 to 10 times a year every year. It's not unhealthy because of you're competing. It's unhealthy because there's no way for you to keep up with your body's requirements nutritionally.
Right.
So even though I'm eating 7 meals a day, I'm taking vitamins, all that type of stuff, my body's burning through them. It's almost like trying to fill up a Cadillac, you know what I'm saying? You can't fill it up if the car is running, you know what I'm saying? And so what happened to me is I became nutritionally deficient. Not macros, but micros. And so your body can't function with lack of minerals. You ever heard of sudden death syndrome?
Yeah.
That's lack of minerals.
That's lack of
You don't
minerals.
have enough potassium or sodium, one of the two, and your heart stops beating.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have enough magnesium, so those chemical reactions can't happen.
So many people ended up dying, man, that I remember
Yeah,
were competing with you.
I know.
Sean-
I mean, Greg, George,
Cedric?
George, Cedric, Sean. It was a ton. It was a bunch of them dying in their sleep, dying in the bathroom,
Yeah.
getting found with needles, and you know what I'm saying. Like it's because you're on the edge, and you know I had people tell me, "Oh, you know what you're talking about? It's the stair." I'm like, listen to me. We are electric beings.
Yeah.
If you do not have enough hydration
Yeah.
and enough minerals and electrolytes in your body, the battery's gonna go out. When you got 1%, you panic, right? Well, imagine having 1%. You panicking. So if you don't get that, and it's hard to get, you can't just go to the grocery store and take some
Charge
mineral
up.
tablets.
Yeah.
No, it takes a long time,
Yeah.
and you have to be consistent with it. Again, I'm speaking from experience. I didn't Google this. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff
You
that I
lived it.
learned
You lived it.
from doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, which is why that's shit like that right there.
Yeah.
What you just said.
Man, I done pulled so many people out the hole, bro. So I don't know if people remember Dallas. Remember Dallas?
Yeah.
What was Dallas' last name? McCarver.
Yeah.
We were some overseas show. He's on stage, damn near collapses on stage.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Right.
He starts to like.
So it was
they had
so
to hold
crazy
him up and
because
shit. Yeah.
I had my bag with me. Normally, I was at the booth and I wanted to see everybody, so I brought my bag with me. Normally, I would leave it at the booth.
Yeah.
So in my bag, I had my minerals and I had my ketones. He's back there on the floor. They called a paramedic and they trying to get an IV.
Yeah.
So I mean, they stick him. So they stick the IV in there.
Yeah.
No blood running. Right.
Wow.
He's that dehydrated.
Wow.
I mixed him up some minerals and some ketones and gave it to him. He's drunk that shit. And all of a sudden the blood starts
coming
flowing.
out, yeah.
I mean, the water starts flowing.
Yeah.
He came to me at the booth and hugged me. He was like, "Thank you, bro. I understand what you did for me." I'm just like, and I try to tell people, he didn't have enough electrolytes in his body.
Didn't he have a heart attack while he was eating and he choked on some food or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's the dumbest
I almost
fucking
did
way
that
to die
too.
ever.
That's almost happened to me.
I mean, I hate to say it, but that's
So many
literally
times.
the dumbest fucking way to die.
Yeah.
You have a heart attack from doing too much
it's called,
shit.
That's how Jimi Hendrix died.
Right.
It's called, what do they call it? Asphyxiation, where you basically throw up in your sleep
Choke,
and then
yeah,
you
choke on that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's the thing.
Fucking.
That's the thing. Yeah. That dude was a sweetheart, man.
Well, listen, let me tell you something. This shit that you just said, that stuff is gold. Like,
Yeah.
because, especially for the people who are up and coming,
Yeah.
you know, you're one of the OGs.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
you're always going to be one of the OGs.
Yes, sir.
So, you saying shit like that, like if I was an up and coming guy, I'd be like, oh, I need to.
So what people don't understand is this is your life.
Yes,
And you have to
exactly.
understand the chemistry that we use and eating all that food and then creating the environment. In other words, you go to the gym, you're stimulating your body.
Yeah.
Your body's like, damn,
Yeah.
I gotta respond. So your body, that's you're manufacturing yourself
Yeah.
to be what you want it to be. So you've taken what God's given you and then you've added the outside source, the stuff that we have access to. We don't know the outcome from that shit. We don't know what it's really going to lead to. So that's why you have to, me personally, halfway through my career, I was like, I need to bodybuild on a cellular level. I need to make sure my cells are healthy.
Right.
Because if they're not healthy, then it don't matter what I look like.
Matter, yeah.
So that's what I focus on. And that's how I learned that's what longevity is about.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
670 gram heart?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Did you know Rich?
Yeah, piano, yeah. Yep. Those guys,
Oh, no, his is actually was
That's Rich Piano.
833 grams.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro, that's crazy.
man.
Well, no wonder they fucking. I mean, like, you don't have to even be a scientist to know that shit.
So we went from
severe kidney
the
damage,
70s, 80s, and early 90s to pushing the
scarred
envelope.
lungs. Damn, dude, he had a bunch of shit. T.
I'm telling you.
Thyroid. He had thyroid cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably
Pulmonary
after the autopsy,
scarred
huh?
lungs,
They found all that shit.
necrosis.
Taking human growth hormone or steroids.
So you got the hormones, you got the heavy metals,
Yeah.
you got the seed oil,
Yeah.
all in the genie in the bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can say whatever you want to say. I'm guilty of it too. I did it myself.
Yeah.
But I did it out of ignorance. I did it out of wanting to be a champion.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 58 now. I know better now. You know, like people like, you gonna do the Masters? Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm headed in that direction.
Yeah.
But I have boundaries.
Yeah.
There's shit I ain't
I'm
gonna
not
do,
gonna do, yeah.
to
Yeah.
get on stage.
Yeah.
You know, even if the prize money was $100,000,
Yeah.
it could be $200,000.
Yeah.
It's just certain things I'm just not gonna do because I know what's gonna happen if I try to do it.
Right. It's not worth the risk of it is not worth it, man. It's just too much. But you know, sometimes I think like you went through all of that shit so you can help people today.
That's what it's all about, and God revealed that to me, and that's why I'm not tripping no more.
Yeah.
When I retired, I was tripping.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what am I do now?
Yeah.
And so He had to cleanse me, cleanse my spirit,
Yeah.
change my heart, and get me willing to give first. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I know you don't have a job. I know you don't have any income, but I want you to give. I don't want you to charge people. I want you
it
to
away.
just help people.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how am I gonna eat?
Yeah.
And he was like, I never forget that day. This is a conversation.
Yeah.
Like I told you, now I know I can distinguish. But this is a conversation I'm having in my head. I'm like, I want you to take the program that I've given you and give it away. And first thing I said was, how am I gonna eat?
Yeah.
And then I'm looking out my window and a bird lands on the porch. And he said, well, how do the birds eat? And I was just like, whoa.
Get out. Aye.
So hold up. So then I write out the program. I sent it to this lady. Right, we had been talking. She was
Yeah.
like, we were in another company together, doing the ketone company. She was like, the only way I can get into ketosis is if I take these ketones.
Yeah.
I said, no, I got you. So I gave her the program, right? I said, go get your little pea sticks, blah, blah, blah. She started the program the night before. The next day, like 9 p.m., she called me, I'm in ketosis.
Yeah.
I said, I told you. So I didn't know this, but she was in a weight loss group.
Yeah.
And they were trying to lose 1,000 pounds collectively.
Collectively,
It was
yeah.
like 38 of them.
Yeah.
She lost 14 pounds in the first 5 days. I put everybody on the program. They blew past 1,000 pounds. And I literally made $1 million the next year giving away my program. I still don't understand how
Gotta
it happened.
trust.
But when I heard the sermon by Creflo Dollar, Seed, Time, Harvest. It's called, the sermon's title was The Law of Receiving. And he talks about seed, time, and harvest. And you have to give in order to, like, there's universal laws that you can't avoid them. All right. So when you give of yourself, not even if it's money, it could be money. The return when you give of yourself is even more.
Right.
If you give somebody $10,
Yeah.
you know, and God gives you, 30, because He said He was going to return it 30, 60, 90 fold. So if you give somebody $10, you're going to get $3 more fold. But if you give somebody part of your being, my 30 years of experience, I'm giving it to you, right? I got it back 10,000 fold.
1,000%. You're correct.
And so what happened to me after I experienced that,
Yep.
and because I wasn't all the way locked in, I didn't realize I knew it was God, but you know what I'm saying? Like it was more faith driven. It wasn't knowing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then when it came, I basically got distracted. I had the lawsuit and the cancer and all that. So I stopped communicating with God like I was. I was too busy drowning
Right.
in my problems.
Life.
You know what I'm saying? And so He showed me what happens when you try to do it on your own. And it's so
Nothing-
crazy. So
nothing
when you
happens.
get back to
Like,
you just mess up bigger.
Yeah.
And so when you get back to it, like I say, 2 weeks ago, that incident with my son.
Yeah.
Now I can discern
Yep.
the voices in my head, and even remember we was working out.
Yep.
And I was like, I would have never done that.
It's come up with some shit.
God was
yeah.
like, check that out. And I'm just like,
I was like,
oh my goodness, He does walk with us.
Yeah.
For real, if you allow Him to.
Yeah.
And so I'm really, really amazed. And I don't really care if people think I'm crazy or not, because I can prove it. If you hang out with me, I can show you
Yeah.
that it's
real.
possible.
It's real, man. It's people. It comes down to faith, man.
Yeah.
People are.
Faith with action, because faith
100%.
is not just believing; it's
Right.
believing and acting like you believe,
Right.
acting
Following
as if
the path.
the movie The Secret.
Yeah.
They edited out the real secret.
Yeah.
The secret, they talked about the positive thinking and all that, but you have to act as if. You have to say it, believe it, and act as if it's happening.
Yeah.
Go meet it, or sometimes it comes to you, but sometimes you got to go.
You got
meet
to
it.
go to it. Yeah, 100%, man. No, but I want to tell you, man, I'm very proud of you because I see what you're doing for people, man, and it's amazing. You know, because I've known you so fucking long.
Right.
And
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, see, it's the thing with me is I've known the different versions of you. You know what I mean? I knew that where we were living like that, and I know it was like that, and then now you're a place where it's just seeing you work with people and making their life better through what you've gone through yourself, and it's amazing, man. That's the kind of shit that just is rewarding in life. It's not money and shit. It's shit like that because you're changing people's lives. You know what I mean? That's an amazing thing.
The amount of abundance that's available is mind blowing, and we are programmed to have the mentality of lack. You should never want anything. Want means I don't have it. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you desire it, that means it's already there. You just have to do it your part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a change of words, but they say the English language is full of basically like spells, and that's why they call it spelling. Yeah. We curse ourselves every day, not realizing it. Yeah. And so I can tell you for sure God is real. I'm not talking religion, I'm talking about creator of all things. Right. And if you tap in, life is sweet.
Life is sweet.
You're still gonna have problems and issues, but life is sweet. You're never alone, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
You walk with God, He walks with you. When you know He's walking with me, man, bro, it's crazy.
You got no worries, right? Like, do you worry about anything? I don't worry about shit anymore.
Nothing.
Because He's the center, right?
Nothing.
So when I decided that God's going to be the center of whatever I do, right? Family, business, life, everything, right?
Yep.
I was like, all right, look, I'm just going to completely give it all to you. Just show me what I need to do, and I'll do it.
That's what I pray every day.
Bro, when I did that, like literally my life changed. Not even just like life, but also from the standpoint of how I even wake up in the morning.
Right.
I wake up different.
Bro.
I go to bed different.
So this morning, I know we got to wrap this up, but this morning, I wake up at 2:34.
Yeah.
Right? Go to the bathroom, come back to sleep, go back to sleep. So I wake up again, I look at the clock, it's 4:20.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going back to sleep. And God's like, you need to get up.
Get your ass
right? No, He told me to get up and go trade. Normally I would have went back to sleep because I've been trying to get up, and a couple of nights so I got up and I went down there. It was crazy. So when I first got there, turned the computer on, I was like, the market looking
it's weird. Yeah.
Man, I thought I was going to put on the coffee pot, got my lemon water, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's just, it wasn't going crazy.
Yeah.
But if I had stayed in the bed and woke up and saw what happened, I would have been mad.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect opportunities.
Right.
The early bird catches the worm.
Oh, yeah.
And, I'm trading gold in the morning at, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, it's 4 in the afternoon and, it's 9 something. Like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, almost lunchtime in London. And it's almost dinner time in Asia.
Yeah.
So the market is hot for them.
Yeah.
But most Americans are asleep.
They're sleeping, yeah.
Bro, you get on there,
That's it.
It's gold.
That's it.
Literally, no pun intended.
Well, look, man, it's been a journey, man, and we, I'm excited about the future because it just keeps getting better. You know what I mean? And it's really cool because we're both like in sync, even with God now. So it's just like,
you know what?
You know what I mean?
You know what?
That's some cool stuff.
I gotta give you a prop because it wasn't that I was worried, but I knew where I was going.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I can't be like, well, Paj, you need to be praying. I ain't gonna be like a Jehovah's Witness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like I'm going to live it so you can see it.
Yeah.
And then it makes it easier.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember the day where I was just like, all right, that's it. I'm just gonna stop. I'm stopping doing it my way, right? And I was like, and I had.
You could always return back to doing it your way, but just try it.
Yeah. Well,
just try it.
When you do this, you're like, I'm not going back to that, bro. You're like, I'm not going back to that,
bro.
shit.
Every day when I'm in the gym training and I want to do this, contest.
Yeah.
But I have limits and boundaries that I'm not going to push myself. So if my body continues to improve, then cool.
That on its own is a testament, right?
Yeah.
So doing it not according to what they want you to do, but what you want to do.
You got to understand, I know what to do.
I know.
I know what to do. That's the problem. I'm like, I know what's required.
Right.
And I'm just like,
I'm not doing that.
I got a list of shit I ain't doing.
Right.
So
I don't know, man. I mean, like everything else we do, man, just, give it up to God.
every day. Every day. I'm not worried about tomorrow.
Let's hit our sponsors real quick, man. Eat Clean Bro for sure. Are we getting Jamie on here or what? Next month? Okay, cool. Looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, because Jamie seems like, I have never talked to him.
I want an X-Men signature series of Eat Clean Bro.
Hey.
The shit I eat.
Dude, the food is legit, man. I gotta, yeah, the food, you'd be surprised. Like, I mean, the food's very legit.
So, there's cool things that happen that I can't really talk on, but I'm a Chicago Bears fan.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm connected to the Chicago Bears now.
I love
You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't divulge right now, but my mind is
blown. Yeah. I know.
You know what I'm
told me
saying?
the full story. I'm like, well, eventually you'll tell it. But
bruh.
yeah, that's craziness, man.
Bruh. I can't.
That's craziness.
I can't. Oh my goodness, it's a childhood fantasy.
Yeah, our shop is up, alphahour.com. Definitely
Ooh, I
go
need that
and
coffee mug. I don't have that.
yeah, we got bracelets now. We got the women's bracelets too, especially the pink ones. Since we got that cancer thing that we're doing now.
Yeah. Speaking of that, did you try the force field I gave you, or did you give it to the girl?
I'll give it to the girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got yours.
Yeah.
I got yours right now.
Oh, hell yeah. There you go. This is a funny shirt. What do you think about that one, Tony?
Yeah, probably. Maybe or probably.
Probably. No, put probably steroids. Yeah. Let's do that. Because I like that one. I like probably steroids. Yeah. Let's do that one. Is this the
So this is my concoction.
Yeah.
I call this force field, going through Kelly's situation.
Cancer thing.
I did a lot of research on, cellular health and what happens to your cells and blah, 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 blah. So this concoction is going to counteract a lot of things that go on with your mitochondria.
Oh, cool.
That causes, you know what I'm saying?
Very cool.
And it's super high antioxidants. And then the other ingredients raise your oxygen level. So you got your oxygen level, and then you lower your free radicals.
Yeah.
Man, it's mind blowing.
It's so funny, like when you say that, it just makes sense.
Bro,
You know what I mean? Like,
listen to
literally,
me.
it's
When they make them long ass words, you can't be scared the crap out of you.
Yeah.
When really it's just abnormal cell growth.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
You be like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
abnormal? What?
Just say that.
No,
Fuck.
that don't scare you. You have to understand they got to get you to sign that paper,
Right.
So you can turn your life over to them.
Submit to them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we have a code, right? 20% off with Eat Clean Bro, Alpha Hour. Yeah, Alpha Hour.
Yeah.
So go on there, order
$20
you.
purchase to get the discount.
$120 minimum.
120. Oh, that's easy, man. Like who buys one fucking meal?
Right. The shipping will cost you more.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on there.
Does he offer free shipping with a certain amount? Cool. Shipping is ridiculous, so I don't blame him if
Shipping
he
is
doesn't.
ridiculous, yeah, but the food, like the quality is the biggest thing for me, right? Is and they have a pretty good array. Does he cook this stuff himself or no?
No, this is made after the plate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's legit. I approve. I've been eating their meals the last couple of weeks. Actually, we got since my daughter is an athlete, we actually ordered her some of that, sent it to her college. Cool. And she's been eating it and she loves it. She's like, this is so good. This is so
my
good.
son, I'm so man. These kids, boy, they eat nothing but
Trash.
nothing but ultra processed food.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Trash, man.
It's really crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, let's wrap this one up, man. It's been fun. We said some wild shit. I wonder if somebody else is going to comment some retarded stuff like that one dude.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yo, did you guys see this? This guy said that I like Tony, but I'm bad for the black culture. I was like, Where does that come? And Tony's like, I've known Paj for 20 years. Like, what? Like, he's never been like. I mean, like, I'm like, are you saying I'm racist? Like,
I just
That
we
would
don't
be-
have time for that.
it's just so retarded. It was just so retarded when that came out. But I think they took him down or something. Cause
Well,
He's not-
I've interacted with him on Instagram, and
Yeah.
he's one of those radical type people.
Obviously.
You know what I'm saying? So, whatever, it's all good.
I mean, I don't care. It didn't bother. It actually made me laugh because I'm like,
So
This clown-
he had a post where he had Michael Jordan
Yeah.
and saying how if it wasn't for Scottie Pippen, Michael wouldn't have done none of that stuff. And I'm saying it's a 5-man team. Like, well,
yeah.
he said that Jordan wasn't elite.
What?
He just had.
So what was he?
like,
So who's elite then?
bro, that's what I said. You know what?
Who the fuck is
I
that?
said now I'm just gonna just fade back into the bushes.
Yeah,
like Homer
yeah.
Simpson. I can't-
Oh, yeah, like
I'm not
that.
even gonna have this conversation.
It was
with you.
Rich. It was on the Go Up.
Probably the last.
It was,
one.
yeah, Go
the
Up.
Most
Go Up.
recent one.
It was almost not the one I was. No, keep going up. Keep going up. I'll tell you. Keep going up. It's it's the one right there. That's the one. Yeah. So they must have taken it down.
Oh, okay.
They must have taken it down. And maybe it's that one. Maybe it's this one. No, they must have
the one
taken it
before
down.
that- the one before that, then.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go down. No. Go down. It was. Yeah.
It's one of them.
Oh no. It's the one right next to it.
There you go.
It's the one right next to it.
The one.
Yeah, that
where
one
you
right there.
Paj.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did take it.
they
down.
take him down. Yeah, they take him down. Hey, open all that. Let's see if that's. And his handle is America is ghetto as fuck. Like, really? That's a great handle.
All right.
Like you're hating on me, bitch. Like, what the
Well,
fuck?
again, like I said, if they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing.
I mean,
nothing.
no. I mean,
So,
it was like literally, it made me laugh. That's why we laughed about it. I was
you
like,
could have came up with something else.
yeah,
Racist
I'm
was
like-
not the one.
Yeah, I'm like, really? That's the. Anyway, hey man, I love you.
Love you too, brother. You want to pray?
And, yeah, let's pray. Go ahead.
Father God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity, this platform. We ask that you will bless our families, bless our fans and followers. We ask that you will bring us back here safely for the next one. Thank you. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys, go buy our shit. Love you. Be blessed.